And we are back in Mass Effect 3. Last time, I keep getting surprised by, like, the shadow in the aquarium. Or the shadow? The reflection. It's really nice. Last time we, did a lot of stuff on the Citadel. You were there. This time, we have a lot of stuff to do off the Citadel. We have, like, billions of quests. And we're gonna do every single one of them, one by one. Starting with whatever I feel like, I guess. Right, Aria wants to talk with me again. Let's just start from the bottom and go up, huh? Why don't we find this Prothean obelisk, huh? A Vola's diplomat needs a Prothean obelisk, recovered from the Shrike Abyssal and delivered to him at the Citadel Embassy. Any of these seem more? Well, let's do this one. It's first on the list. Might as well. It's not like there's some guy we need to save. He wants evidence of his lost son, not save his lost son. Let's go do this obelisk thing and Shrike Abyssal. Yep. Works for me. Nope. Mass relay. Plot mass relay. Okay. You're not gonna tell me where I need to go? Alright, well, Shrike Abyssal. There's Dr. Garneau, Hades Gamma, Kite's Nest artifacts. That's the main quest for now. We ain't going there yet. Oh, you want us to go here, huh? Okay, well, I already clicked it. We're just gonna have to be real careful about scanning, I suppose. I guess let's start reading. Zadaban. Zadaban is a large, dense planet named for a Volus god of punishment. Its crust is rich in uranium, eroded by winds to create large radioactive dust storms across its surface. Now, that's a Mad Max story I want to read. Read, watch, experience, somehow, any way, shape, or form. I think I just want more Mad Max, really. The Volus of Talisphia have explored the planet thoroughly, with space probes and telepresent robo-mining machines. That's a fun set of words. Telepresent robo-mining machines. That is a good mouthfeel. And discovered they are not the first to exploit the planet. Plastics from a mining station approximately 50,000 years old can be found near the planet's equator. Curiously, the mines nearby were not tapped out of uranium ore. They were instead abandoned at the height of their operation. Well, can't do anything with that information, so guess we're heading down to Aphros. I just realized I don't even know if... Hold on, before you go reading all these, is the actual quest here? I don't want to have to be... I only read stories about... lore about places where I'm actually gonna, like, do a quest for. I'm looking for... Hold on, what am I looking for? Recover it from the Shrike Abyssal. You're not going to tell me more about it? Do I need to scan for it? Because I don't think that's happening. Especially not when there's a Reaper here. Maybe we go for the next thing, then. Right, the Eden Prime thing. We'll, do that later. Right, and this is the main quest. So maybe let's move on to this one for now, I guess. Alex Garneau is the best source of information about Leviathan. Search for possible locations across the galaxy to find him. Right, this is like the DLC, presumably, mission. I assume it's DLC. Alright, sure. Can we, like, mark this as active? No, okay. Alright, we're jumping out of here. Hopefully to a place without... Yeah, here we go. Alright. Let's go into Acer. Acer. Alright. Which one of you is important? Agnin, a hothouse planet. Agnin's scorching clouds of methane and sulfur dioxide give the planet a pale green color. Invisible light. The SO2 from volcanic activity rains down as sulfuric acid in the upper atmosphere. But this is boiled away before the liquid reaches the surface. Agnin's harsh environment has prevented exploration by anything except probes. What about telepresent robo-mining machines? Oh, I almost missed you. A small one. Shasu. It's like somebody just left their jawbreaker up in space. Shasu is a dwarf planet that is believed to have been ejected from Agnin during a planet impact with another planet-sized body. At the time, a magma ocean covered much of Agnin's surface. The liquid rock sprayed into space, where it coalesced and cooled over millions of years. It is theorized that during this cooling, Shasu orbited Agnin, but was eventually pulled from that orbit by the gravity wells of other planets, primarily Draenei. Today, Shasu is relatively temperate with a light hydrogen-helium atmosphere that attracts spacers who use its atmosphere to refuel. Its crust composition is similar to Agnin, evident in its high sulfur content. I love that for it. Ooh, a 2-for-1. Draenei. A sizable hydrogen-helium gas giant just on the far side of its pale yellow star's frost line. Draenei is known for its spectacular storms. At least 3 persistent observable spots are actually cyclonic and anti-cyclonic storms, have lasted for over 544 years, significantly longer than Jupiter's Great Red Spot. The largest of these spots, the Ishna, has consistently held a diameter over 3 times that of Earth. Okay, no need to brag. Draenei has 44 moons. 2 of them are special interest to the Citadel Committee on Habitable Worlds. The first, Arvuna, is a life-bearing world that has already been colonized. The second, Alahya, is slowly being terraformed into an ammonia-based world for Voa's populations. Sick. I love that for them, I guess. Okay. Arvuna, a moon of Draenei, is classified as a water world because it's water. I guess. Because oceans or ice cover 90% of its surface. Yeah, that'll do it. Besides prodigious sea life, Arvuna is home to a host of venomous arthropodal pests in the tropical zone with metallic carapaces similar to those found on Palaven to resist radiation coming from Draenei's magnetosphere. There are several well-shielded human colonies on Arvuna, although they are alienated from the Council and politically insignificant to the Traverse and Terminus systems. Wow, this is exactly like 90% of all the RimWorld planets I've seen from the video game RimWorld, if you didn't know. The Reapers have yet to reach Arvuna, concentrating instead on the Baelor system. While this cuts Arvuna off from the cluster's mass relay, it is at least some evidence that the Reapers cannot be everywhere at once. Well, I guess we know where I'm retiring if this thing doesn't work well. on, you're not gonna have an asteroid built. Ah, ha, ha, ha.
We have located Garneau.
Ooh, then I will read that place last. We have 3 more planets to read about. Plus that one. Oh boy, alright. Alformus. A hydrogen-helium gas giant, Alformus has its helium-3 refueling stations destroyed in an attack by Grow Zero, an anti-population terrorist group that wanted to stop further immigration to Arvuna. Well, maybe my plans just went out right the window. A consortium of Arvuna-based corporations are currently rebuilding the station. Alliance Advisory. Alformus is not considered vital to the stability of the ACR system. Civilians working on the Helium-3 platforms should not expect Alliance military intervention in case of kidnapping or other violence. Wow, that's real kind of you. Sure. A remote rock planet capped in ice, Sheer has been exploited by Arvunian corporations for its minerals, home to gold veins, used in spaceship shielding as well as jewelry, and cobalt deposits, used in high-tensile alloys. Sheer's resources show no signs of being exhausted anytime soon. A light gravity helps keep the planetary exploitation process cheap. Are those brown bits all the gold? If so, that's a lot of gold. Alright, where's the last one? Of course, it's on the exact other side. Where is it? There you are. Of course, I went the right way first and then decided, no, it'd probably be up there. What are you? Tamagauta. The outermost planet of the ACR system. Tamgauta is remote and largely unexplored. Its carbon dioxide atmosphere has long since frozen into fields of dry ice. It's a pretty boring planet. We didn't want to write much about this one. Alright, Mojave. What am I looking at here? Is that like a chunk of moon? Mojave is a metallic asteroid in the very sparse Nahata belt. It has a high nickel and iron content in the form of camosite. The rights to mine Mojave belong to T-GES Mineral Works, who sell their products primarily to the colonists of Arvuna. A close flyby reveals light emanating from its facilities. Population that much. Well, let's go find out more about Leviathan, hey gang? Ooh. We want to bring. You know what? Let's bring you, because why not? And what? You know what? We'll bring Yara. What other outfits do we have for you? Kind of red with the headband thing. I do like that outfit on you. Classic silvery armor one, kind of bluish, silvery, red. Nah, I like that one. We'll stick you with that one. You. Hold on, No, I don't like the weird goggles. I don't like the weird monocle. Sure, I guess that one works. All right. Right. We do have our new cool pistol unlocked. I don't think we've used it since a while back. But we have so many shotgun upgrades for you, bud. Yep, I think we're gonna... oh, no, never mind. Actually, we don't have any shotgun. I think I just noticed that there was a bunch in the store, but didn't buy any of them. Assault rifles, though. We have... I think I'll stick you with the Vindicator. Now, okay, we have a lot of assault rifle mods. Alright, precision scope. Accuracy by 15%, not bad. Rifle piercing. Why does the scope like beep like that? Bullets to pierce through that. And deal more damage to armored targets, pretty nice. Magazine upgrade by 40%, hot dog. And stability dampener. Increases stability by 30%. I think I'm gonna go boring and give him more rounds and more stability. And I'll give him piercing. Why not? You'll enjoy it. Liara, you kind of use the same stuff as me, so I'm going to give you a cool new pistol. I'll give you increased damage. And I guess I'm gonna increase your damage and your pistol piercing, so yours does a lot more damage, I guess. Just kind of in general. And we'll give your thing. Let's go with... I think I'll just put the same thing I put on mine. Well, no, give her weapon stability and... Sure, a 25% larger magazine, why not? I don't know how much that matters for the NPCs, but I think it's funny. Alright. Confirm. 4.7, 10. Oh, okay. Start with you. Right. You're all about that singularity business. I think I was working on upgrading Pure Bionic. Because eventually you're going to be able to get that. And that seems so ridiculously overpowered with what I have you set to. Just for my own sake, what does your singularity do again? Increases recharge speed. It already has a recharge speed of 4 seconds. That's crazy. Increases hold duration and impact radius. Increases hold duration by 30%. And 25 damage per second. And once it ends, it inflicts a big ol' explosion. So it does a whole lot of damage, and eventually it will... Increases power and force duration. That'll... Oh my god. Now, it lasts 7.2 seconds. Crazy work. You! What were we doing with you? Right, we increased your fortification to max. Remind me what this does for you again. Raise forces armor using protective Falcult current. Okay, whatever. Right. You can increase your melee damage if you get rid of it. Increases recharge speed. Melee damage bonus. Increases melee damage bonus even further. Increases power damage and force even more. Right, I went with the offensive bonus of his defensive move. Which is kind of funny, I think. Do we want to go full Arms Master? I think we can. We almost have enough points for it. Increases power damage, decreases shield recharge delay. Let's look it up. Well, hold on. What was that? Oh, he had double the amount of melee damage he does. It's not bad. Do I want to upgrade either of these? It's just a powerful shot. What can we upgrade the frag grenades to do? I say we upgrade his fire ammo. Improve the odds of a panic. Increase the odds of a panicking target. Increase the Improve the odds of panicking a target by 15%. Dear God. Ooh, it also weakens armor. Yeah, I like that. Higher chance of panic. Increases the damage and... Yep, just increase the armor and health damage by 5% for both. Improve it by 6% or give it to everybody at a 50% effectiveness. You know what, this once, I think I want you to give it to everybody. Because why not? Ignite enemies with an intermittent explosion that covers... Dear, what does that even mean? Alright.
We're about 5 minutes out, Commander.
What exactly is on this asteroid?
Mining facility. T-GES Mineral Works. Small operation. Could be a good place for Leviathan to hide.
So, like, remind me what we're doing here.
We've all read Edie's notes on Bryson's lab. Any questions?
Do we have any more information on what Leviathan could be?
Not really. We only know it killed a Reaper.
But Garneau's our target here, right? Bryson's research partner.
Yeah.
Right. If we find Garneau, we find Leviathan.
Hopefully.
Tranquilo.
That too. We'll find it.
The doctor was right. Anything powerful enough to kill a Reaper needs to be investigated.
You know what else killed a Reaper?
Just hope Garneau has the answers we need.
I'm reading Reaper enemy signatures in the asteroid field.
Alongside Tali and...
Bryson
Orton.
said they were shadowing his field teams. If they're after Leviathan too, Reapers are a good sign.
That's not something you hear every day.
Take us in.
Maybe there'll be more architecture for me to make fun of. Ooh. Tingling.
Don't go anywhere, Cortez. We'll grab this guy and be right out. Keep me updated on the Reaper situation.
Yes, Commander.
Right, I upgraded my submachine gun so that I have infinite rounds. Pretty sick. And my pistol, I'm pretty sure, does increased damage. And I can basically one-shot with the, with a headshot now. I'm glad everybody got on before I clicked that. I wasn't checking.
Scouting party.
That sounds larger than the term scouting party would suggest.
Grenade! Okay, fine, take my... Uh-oh. This is bad cover. I'd like to apologize. Whoa. Fireball. Why don't you throw that? And why don't you do that? Oh, okay, this gun. This gun is powerful. It like shakes the screen when I shoot it. You again. One of those. Place one of those. Fire one of those. Uh-oh. Okay, that'll do it. That'll...
Let's get Garneau before the serious troops arrive.
The people in this facility will be scared.
I found a problem with my cool new pistol. It has like 2 rounds maximum. Is this like my maximum ammo I have for this gun? Good thing I invested in my SMG to have like infinitely more bullets. I do need to get an SMG that isn't like burst fire. I would love just to hold down the trigger and just let him have it, you know what I mean? Use the assault rifle, and you... Yeah.
Sure thing.
Oh, that is not a lot of ammo. It's like 3 magazines, including the one I'm using. Oh, I need to stand next to it. They don't want to have me hack the... What's the... Okay. I don't get to do a cool minigame anymore. My god. You know it's the future when there's random, like, hollow screens showing vague data.
Welcome to T-GES Mineral Works. All guests need to sign in at reception.
Well, this place seems...
What's with this business
Calm.
as usual?
That's what I'm saying. You guys are aware that weird things are happening. I think you're well aware that weird things are happening.
I'm
Hi.
Commander Shepard of the Alliance. You just had Reaper troops attacking your front door.
Are they still there?
I've taken care of them for now.
I see. That will be all.
That will be.
I feel like I've come upon like a much
Hello?
larger conspiracy here.
Yes. Welcome to T-GES Mineral Works. How can we help you? Yes. For the tour. Please sign in.
Will there be a gift shop at the end? What's happening?
You don't seem worried about those Reapers. You know something I don't?
T-GES Mineral Works is a small to mid-level supplier of tungsten to the galaxy.
That's not what I meant.
Are you familiar with the applications of tungsten?
No, would you please enlighten me?
I'm looking for a researcher named Dr. Garneau. It would have arrived within the last couple weeks. If he's still here, I need to speak to him.
We have no Dr. Garneau. Do you need to see a doctor?
How about I just go in and look around?
No. The access elevator is broken.
Do you have stairs?
And now, we're done.
Seems really
Step away.
inconvenient
Step away. You don't belong here.
You know, it's probably not up to code that, like, there aren't stairs.
Let's look around. Carefully.
Right in the gameplay. God, I love it so much. Alright.
He was living in the ducts.
What?
Safe. Locked up. He can't hurt us now.
Crazy first thing to hear. Hey, guys, how we going?
Excuse me.
You don't belong here.
Oh, okay. Well, do you mind if I steal this datapad? Dr. Trifon, your appeal is denied. Your resources are cut off, and you've been reassigned. Clean out your office, report to Dr. Lan. There will be no further discussion on this matter. Thanks, Lan. You're so useful, Lan.
You can't be in here. I will call security.
Sorry. I'll just pick this up and leave. The tests reportedly pushed the subject past his emotional breaking point. The subject is currently in a catatonic state and will be being treated in a hospital. All further tests planned for this subject have been cancelled. Moving forward, a new screening process will be put in place to prevent similar delays.
Turn back. Return to your ship, Commander.
You gotta love how all datapads / journals / anything
This is unnerving.
Need to fix that elevator.
has like only the most relevant details on open on like the first page or whatever, and that's all the information you can get from it. Well, if you don't mind.
Welcome to T-GES Mineral Works. Proud providers of tungsten since 2162.
Why has no other place had video tours like this?
Interested in working with us? Tour our facility to discover if T-GES Mineral Works is right for you.
I don't think T-GES Mineral Works is right for these guys either.
Enter the facility to see our workforce in action.
Something funny if I keep doing this?
Welcome to
Okay, no.
T-GES Mineral Works.
Well, yeah. Hi. All right. There's the elevator, and then there's the repair drone terminal. What if I try and interact with it here?
Malfunction detected. Elevator offline.
There's not like a service hatch. Can I press this button again? Maybe throwing a singularity at it will work.
Repair terminal activated.
Beep boop bop beep beep boop.
I'll set the drone to
There isn't
repair
a
the
keyboard.
elevator, but we have to stay with it.
You know, I also have my. I can't summon my own sphere.
Repairs initiated.
Wasn't there a guy just standing right there?